Oh. Good morning, everyone. My name's Tina Louise Spalding, and this is Kenneth Berenson co-hosting with me here. We are all here together to hear what Ananda and Jesus have to say about the total solar eclipse that's crossing the United States as we speak. It's starting here right now. I think I haven't seen any changes in the light yet, but I think we get the darkest manifestation about 10:20 our time here, and it's 9 o'clock, so we've got a little while to go, which I didn't even think of actually. Maybe it'll get dark while I'm doing this. So I just did a little quick channel with Ananda. They came through and they said that they don't want me to talk much. They want the whole hour to themselves. So Ananda is going to speak first, and Jesus will come in afterwards. I may need to take a little break for a little sip of a drink. I'm not sure. They'll know whether or not I need to take a break. Just want to welcome all of you that are new to this experience. We do have live streaming twice a month by subscription. So some of you are experienced live streamers with us, and some of you are new. So welcome to the new people. We're really happy that you're joining us, and we'd love you to experience this amazing thing that happens in this body-mind. Okay, I'll stop talking, and we'll let Ananda come through and carry the hour. We'll be going through until about 9:55. So relax and enjoy the show. I'll see you at the end of the session.
Exciting. See you guys later.
Oh, we're with you again, dear ones. We are Ananda. For those of you who don't really know us, we are this being's guides and teachers. We are a collective consciousness. That means there are many, many beings who have come together to assist you in your ascension process. That's why we have come through this being at this particular time. Our relationship began to manifest in physical terms that you would understand at another auspicious celestial moment, which was the summer solstice of 2012. That is when we introduced ourselves to this being energetically. We want you to understand that this is going to be happening to many more of you over the next few years as you do your forgiveness practice, as you ask for healing, as you reveal to yourself your shortcomings and choose to let them go. Your frequency will go up, and you will begin to make more conscious contact with your guides and teachers. They may be us, you never know. We have many, many aspects to our particular consciousness. We are made up of beings that have had incarnations on your earth, so we understand the needs of the body and the social pressures and the fears of death and confusion that you experience in this darkened time on your earth. We have beings that have never manifested in physical form anywhere ever, and so many of us must explain to those aspects what it's like to have a body or what it's like to have sex. They don't know what that's like, and it's very difficult to explain some of these things. Some of our group are what you would consider highly evolved extraterrestrial beings who have your planet's well-being as their purpose, and so they have collected with us so that you may have the wisdom and knowledge of other societies and cultures, so that you may know where to aim because you are off track. And some other aspects of us are too complicated to explain to you. We will leave it there. So what happened on that 2012 summer solstice? This being, through her spiritual practice, and we are encouraging you all to choose a spiritual practice that is in alignment with your feeling body self, your emotional self, your cultural training. You must all choose something that is okay for you where you are. This particular being chose A Course in Miracles, or rather it chose her. It was put in front of her at a time when she was on her knees, literally and figuratively, and she needed help. And that was the text that was assigned to her because of her karma, because of her job assignment in this particular lifetime, this job assignment of bringing through teachings that will assist humanity. She was guided all of those years prior to that event by feelings. And this is the most important thing for you going into this particular event. Your feelings are showing you what you don't want anymore. Your feelings are showing you what you do want. When you look upon your television sets or you look around the world in whatever technology you use to do that, you see things that you don't want to see and you know that they are wrong. How do you know that they are wrong? By your feelings. You know that it's wrong to bomb people. You know that it's wrong to poison food. You know that it's wrong to destroy the environment. How do you know? Through your feelings. And so as we go towards this prayerful time, as this solar eclipse gets your attention, we want you to think about those things that you want to see for the planet. Now, in your society, you have been pushed into individualizing yourselves so much that you have lost your collective vision. You have lost the understanding that you are powerful, powerful creators. You think that you are alone, that these forces outside of you are washing over you like tsunamis of negativity. No, they are reflecting your negativities. And this day to day, we want this day to day to be a line in the sand, just like that 2012 summer was a line in the sand for this being. She changed everything about how she looked at the world, what she thought about and what she did. We want this day for you to be that day. We want you to bring to mind what you want for the world. Stop looking at what you don't want. You know enough about that. You know what you don't want. You don't want the secret machinations of government anymore. You don't want to be spied upon anymore. You don't want to be manipulated anymore. You don't want your wealth taken from you anymore. You don't want the planet damaged anymore. You know these things over and over and over again. You have witnessed these things. You do not need to look at them anymore. You need to turn to the light. And this eclipse is very, very symbolic in your society's evolution. Imagine you've got the light blocked, the sun blocked by the shadow of the moon. The darkness is going to cross that light, and that is what has happened with your society. You have been eclipsed by the darkness. You have had your light blocked from you. And make this day now the day that you come out from behind the shadows. That means that you must not look at the shadows anymore outside of you. You must look at the shadows inside and remove them from within you, because it is here that the outside is created. It is your shadow self that is creating the negative shadow governments, the negative shadow operations that are going on your planet. How does this work, you ask yourself? Well, you have free will. You have free will. Every one of you is choosing what you do every minute of every day, whether it's what you eat, what you say, what you act upon. And this system, the dark system, the shadow, the eclipsing shadow system, has maneuvered you in such a way that your choices work for them. Make this day the day that you begin to clear out the darkness within yourself through the practice of forgiveness. Make today the day that you decide you will no longer keep looking at the car wreck that is going on your planet, and you will now focus your attention on the light. You will now focus your attention on love, and you will begin your purposeful work to raising the frequency of this planet. That means that you are making it a project, not just something you think of once a day or once a week, but that you begin to act as this being did 5 years ago when that particular event happened. She began to dedicate her life to raising the frequency of humanity. And that's what we want you to do today. We want this solar eclipse to mark that line in the sand where this no longer becomes something you occasionally think about, but something that you contemplate on a regular basis, and you act in accord with that contemplation, whether you help somebody out that you know is in trouble, whether you confess something that has been bothering you, whether you change relationships that no longer serve you because they are of the old frequency. There are many, many changes that are going to be precipitated in the next few years on your planet. And this global action that is taking place right now is going to be pivotal in that. So as you experience this hour with us, we want you to begin to feel into what it is that you want to see. Do you want to see equality for all races? Do you want to see basic standards of living for all humans on the planet? Do you want to see peace where there is war? Do you want to see healthy food being grown rather than the poisoned foods that some of you are having to consume? What is it that moves you? What is it that elicits feeling in you? That is your guidance showing you where you should focus your attention. You don't have to solve all of those problems. You don't have to focus on all of those problems. But pick the one that moves you, because that is the one. That is the movement. That is the transformation that you are being guided to work with. Every one of you on this planet has a blueprint that is guiding you to work in a particular way, in a particular form, with a particular subject. And it will be the subject that elicits emotion in you. So we want you to start feeling into that over this hour, because that is your subject. You don't need to worry about the other subjects. You don't need to think about the other subjects. Align with the one that moves you. Align with the one that breaks your heart and opens your heart. Now, this particular eclipse is pivotal in your society's evolution because of the timing. The timing is what we will say at the beginning of the transition years. 2012 was the end of an era. As you know, in your recollections of that time, it was meant to be the end of the world. Well, in some ways, it was the beginning of the end of the old world. There was a demarcation in that year that said, the end of the darkness is upon you. Now, the darkest is right before the dawn, when you have gone through a dark night of the soul, when you have gone through a long winter night and it seems as if the dawn will never come. That was the 2012, the deepest, darkest aspect of this dark age. For those of us that are more elevated, we see this last 2,000 to 3,000 years as a dark age. Do not be deceived by your technologies. They are being used to implement darkness. But just as that shadow of the moon is going to pass across the front of the sun today, and you begin to see the light coming again, that is what is happening now. So the 2012 demarcation was the end of the full eclipse of your society. And this last 5 years has been an escalating energy that is continuing to escalate. And now the brightness is beginning to shine. What you must understand, however, is that in that dark age, many institutions, structures, both physical and psychological and religious, were established and built and strengthened. As the light comes through you, And yes, you are all receivers of the light. It is your choice whether you stay in the darkness or whether you receive the light. But all of you that receive the light are going to witness those structures beginning to crumble. You are already seeing it in the fractious actions between countries. You are already seeing it within the governments of the United States. You're seeing the infighting. What is the infighting? It is the dark wanting to keep its grip on the system that it has perverted. It is perverted now. It is not democracy as you understand democracy to be. So as you expand your own consciousness, as you choose now not to look at the darkness, as you choose now not to look at the fear, but direct your consciousness to clarification of your own inner world, focusing always on what it is that you want, not in a grasping way, not in a needy way, but envisioning it as a goal for you. You are going to see the energies that you were feeding to the system are not going to be there for the system anymore. And you are going to be focusing on the light, and the light is going to get stronger. So this is what you're going to witness. And it is so important for you to understand that you must not go into fear. This is exactly what focusing on the light is going to bring. It is going to bring the dissolution of the darkness, just as when you turn a light on in the room, the darkness disappears. Focusing on the light is going to cause the darkness to fade away, to lessen. And that means that those structures that were designed to hold the darkness in place, deceptive government systems, advertising systems, education systems, these structures are not going to have the energy that they need because you're not giving it to them. So we need you to change your mind about what's supporting these old structures. The dark structures are supported by your fears, your judgments, your hatreds, whether they are internalized or externalized, it matters not. That energy of fear is what they have been feeding on and what they have been promoting. So see this eclipse event today as that which is happening across the consciousness of your planet. The dark is going to seem intimidating. It has eclipsed the light for quite some time, but now it is going to be moving across, and that is the symbolism of this particular day. So all of you that are watching and listening to this broadcast, whether it is on the day of the eclipse or after, it does not matter. Make sure that you are turning your gaze away from the fear, the manipulation, the car accidents, the bombings, whatever it is that gets your attention. Stop doing that, knowing that you are removing energy from that old system, and be prepared for it to shift and change. And do not let those crumbling old systems terrify you. There is a revolution afoot on your planet. It is why you are all here. You all wanted to be here for this experience. You all wanted to come into physical form to assist and experience Earth in her transformation. You have a long and illustrious history with this planet. Many of you have had thousands of incarnations on this planet. You love her dearly. You love the experiences you get here. They develop you and expand you and challenge you, and you come back time and again to try and perfect yourselves. Make this lifetime the one where you really take this work seriously and you offer up your prayers and heartfelt support to the transformation of not only this planet, but yourself. The suffering you feel, the suffering you experience is self-induced. When you keep looking at the dark and you feel bad because it's wrong, you do not understand that that feeling bad is your directive not to look at that anymore. Your guidance system is saying, stop looking at that disaster over there. Go inward and ask yourself, what makes me happy? What do I want to see? What brings me joy? What is it that I would love to offer to the world? You all are beautiful creators. You all have amazing gifts. You all have amazing minds. If you understood the power of your minds, you would be astonished. But that development of your gifts requires you to align with love and light. And that is why many of you feel lost, or you are floundering, you haven't found your path yet, because there is still too much attention being paid to the darkness. Take back your minds, take back the light, and make today the day that you decide that you are going to look at the darkness no more. It does not deserve your energy. It does not deserve your attention. It does not serve you to gaze upon that shadow anymore. So we want to offer up now teachings from Jesus. We are the trainers of this particular being. When she first came into this particular aptitude that she has developed and is very, very good at, we will say, this is a very clear channel. She was not prepared to channel for Jesus. We could not tell her what her assignment was. It would have been too much for her, just as many of you have questioned this method of channeling his message. You question, is it him? How do we know it's him? Well, there is no ultimate proof in that sense, because your idea of proof is always material. There must be a photograph of it, or you must be able to measure it or weigh it. But what we say to you is listen to the quality of the teaching, the frequency of the teaching, and your curiosity about the teaching. You are all here for a reason. You have all tuned into this particular message today for a reason, and that is because you are being guided to do it. Christ consciousness is the energy that you all can tap into. Jesus, in his incarnation, tapped into Christ consciousness, and that is what caused those very, very special gifts and that very, very special life to be remembered. It has been distorted over time. It has been used for the negative. It has been used to abuse people, and that is not the truth of his teaching. The truth of his teaching is love. That is all that is there. And love means appreciating yourself. Love means appreciating this lifetime experience that you've been given. Love means knowing that your guidance system is in alignment with love, and that when you feel bad, you are off track. And that means you need to get back to love. You need to get back to self-acceptance and acceptance of others. Whether or not you agree with them, you must accept what is happening, because it is happening. We are honored to have the opportunity to speak through this being. We are honored that you are joining us today for this particular meditation. And so we now pass this being over to Jesus and ask you to welcome him into this live streaming event, and open your hearts and minds for a little while to new information, new energy, and new inspiration. We will speak to you again shortly. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and this is an auspicious day indeed. We want you to understand that you are here on purpose. Whoever you are that has shown up today, you were called to do this. Your attention was drawn to the event page for this particular coming together. Your mind agreed with it. Your energies aligned with it. And so here you are. This day is a powerful day on your planet. There literally are a billion people watching the solar eclipse, and it is wonderful that many of you are choosing this event as a precursor to actually experiencing the eclipse. The preparation required for creation is minimal. You are all creators. You are creating your life right now. You are creating your body right now, unconsciously, but you are creating it. Every cell in your body is being manufactured by your vital life force, your prana, your spiritual energy. Your home, your family, your relationships, they are being created by you right now, whether they are happy ones or dysfunctional ones. They are being created by you right now. You are a powerful creator, and the great secret of your society is the split mind. The split mind, that means that you have aspects of yourself that you accept, and you have yet put many other aspects outside of yourself, and you have hidden them in the world. There are great fears and there's great guilt and shame in the minds of most of you. And this is kept away from you because to live with those fears and that guilt and that shame is intolerable. And so you have put outside of you that which you cannot tolerate, and it manifests as the darkness. This darkness on your planet is not other than you. It is the aspects of you that you deny. So when you are approached from the outside by something you do not like, it brings up strong feelings within you. And that is your darkness. Those judgments, those fears, those hatreds, that is your darkness. And you blame the outside object for that feeling that you are having. It is not until you reconcile this truth that the feelings of negativity and fear and judgment and hatred are within you. It is not until you reconcile this truth that you will be able to transform this planet. And that is why we bring this up now, so that when you gaze upon that which you hate, you realize that the hatred is in you, the judgment is in you, and that is not contributing light. This is the basic fundamental lesson that we want you to get today, that you must offer light to have light. You cannot hate the darkness and expect light to grow from it. You are adding darkness to darkness. And this beautiful event that you are witnessing today is a demonstration of the power, the seeming power of darkness. The sun is a powerful being, a celestial being that emits light, intelligence, and creates life on your planet. With no sun, there is no life. And yet the mere shadow of the moon can darken that most powerful orb. That is what is happening in your world. You are the light. You all have the ability to shine and create life like the sun. But this society's distortions are like the shadow of the moon, seemingly as big as the sun, seemingly able to block out that light. But it is transitory. But you are in the shadow of that eclipse in your society. And now is the time to truly take back your power and to shine your light, to refuse to gaze at the darkness and give it power anymore, to shine your light and say enough is enough. We look back on thousands of years of war and disease and prejudice and separation, slavery of many different kinds. And enough is enough. We don't want it anymore. And that is the generation that you chose to be born into. You chose to be born into the generation that would stand up and say enough is enough. But you don't fight the darkness with darkness or hatred or violence or anger. You say enough is enough, and then you shine your light. You offer up your gifts. You offer up that which you have. And if all of you do that, if all of you shine your light, if all of you turn away from the darkness, if all of you clear out the unloving and dark ideas in your own consciousnesses, you will change the world. In one generation, you can change the world if you refuse to buy into the darkness, the shadow anymore. So we bring forth these teachings at the beginning of this hour with you so that you understand that you are the ones that empower the shadows. You are the ones that say, I am not strong, I am weak, I am but a small physical body here flailing around with no direction, no understanding. It is not true. You have guidance. It is in your heart. It is in your feeling self. You know when things are wrong, you know when things are right, and you know when you feel good, and you know when you feel bad. You know when you have a good idea. You know what is good to eat. You know what is not good to eat. There is nothing that you don't know. You know by how you feel. So we want you to own your power from this day forth. We want you to focus on the light. And that does not mean just sitting and reading spiritual books or praying. It can mean that. It's good to read some wisdom because you have not been raised in wisdom in your society. You've been raised on Gilligan's Island and football games. That is not wisdom. Wisdom is understanding the laws of creation. Wisdom is understanding the beautiful minds and hearts and creative abilities that you have and using them. So many of you have wonderful ideas and you shut them down because your conditioned minds are so powerfully corrupted. You have images and ideas for jewelry or art or music or businesses or humanitarian projects, and you shut them down because you've been told it's not possible. You need money for that. The way you are trained in this society limits you so. You are magnificent creators, and we ask you from this day forth to own that, to understand that you have been created in God's image, and that means that you have free will and you are a creative mind. You have the power to bring into manifestation whatever you wish once you are 100% in accord with that desire. And that is why the mind must be trained, and that is why we repeat that over and over again, because until you've had your mind cleared of some of these conditioned beliefs and ideas about reality, about the body, about sickness, about money, about beauty, about sex, about all of these subjects, until you have the mind clarified of those misconceptions, you will be miscreating. You will be using the incredible power that you've been given to miscreate. And that is what you're seeing on this planet at this time. Your free will perverted and diverted by the conditioning processes of your society. Get back into alignment with light. Get back into alignment with love. That's through your feeling self. That does not mean that you sacrifice yourself on behalf of other people. It means that you honor your creation. It means that you know you're here on purpose. And it means that if you align with that desire, what your heart's desire, that which you want to experience in this life, you are in accord with God's will for you. Your will for you is God's will for you. You are all made differently. You are all specialists in your own passions. You all have your own individual take on what you want to bring into manifestation or work with in this lifetime. And that variety, that unique combination is God's will. You are not all meant to be the same. You are not all meant to look the same. You are not all meant to weigh the same. You must embrace the uniqueness of you to shine the light that will eliminate the darkness. That is one of the great conditioning practices of your modern era, is to try and get you all to believe that you should look, be, and act the same. No, you should not. You are unique aspects of God mind expressing unique things. So honor that uniqueness and come together with the acknowledgement of those differences, accepting that God has created a multitude of differences for a particular reason. So we introduce these ideas to you as we go into this meditation because we want you to understand the beauty of your light. We want you to understand that you are powerful. So this meditation that we are about to do is powerful. Do not doubt yourself. And this is a meditation that you can listen to and practice over and over again. So we ask you now to sit comfortably. We ask you now to, if you are okay with it, to put your hands in a prayer position. If it is too uncomfortable for you because of your beliefs, that is okay. You can rest your hands gently in your lap. Your beauty is truth. Your heart is in alignment with love, whether you know it or not. And we are asking you now to begin to close your eyes and go inside. We want you to begin to do a scan of your body. We would like you to start at your feet. We would like you to wiggle your toes and acknowledge the life force that's in your toes and your feet. Go now to your ankles, move them a little bit, acknowledge that your vital life force imbues every single cell of your body. Now we go up to your calf muscles. Yes, there is spirit contained there as well. It is enlivening this body. It is making this body do whatever it is you choose. Now go to your knees and feel the life force there, the vital life force. This is not your body's energy. This is your energy. You are the spirit that imbues this body with life. Without you, it is a corpse. It does nothing in and of itself. It only does what you ask it to do. Move your consciousness now up into your thighs. Feel those strong muscles there. Feel that life force energizing that part of your body. Now your awareness goes into your pelvis area, up into your belly, all of those organs in there beautifully working with each other. You are a miracle indeed. These systems of your body are miraculous. Many, many different systems working in concert. Billions and billions of cells working together for your benefit. This is where we are seeking to take you as humanity. We want you all to begin to envision working together for the benefit of humanity, the body of humanity. If all of your cells in your body did not cooperate, you would not survive. If you continue to not cooperate on your planet, you will not survive. You must begin to see those other brothers and sisters of yours as the cells that function with you, not against you. So now go up into the heart center and feel the energy of your heart that beats many, many times a day, working hard to give you life. And that is an energy that is powerful indeed. The heart energy is what really generates the center of your power. When you come from the brain, you are using the conditioned mind. When you come from the heart, this is the revolutionary center of the new society. It is a place of compassion. It is a place of feeling. It is a place of understanding, not judgment. It is not critical. It is accepting and constant in its willingness to support you. Move your consciousness up now into your throat. This center is where you speak your truth. Now is the time to offer up true words to yourself and to your loved ones and to the planet. It is time now to speak the truth. You do not have to attack. You do not have to argue. You do not have to have any negativity coming from that space, but you must speak the truth, because if you speak the truth, you can be in accord with yourself. If your internal world is different than the words you speak, you cannot create fully. To create fully, you must have congruency between the internal and the external. Heart, mind, and word must all be in accord with each other, because that is how you create. If you feel fear but speak courage, you are going to be working against yourself. Make sure that you're honest with where you are in your journey and speak that truth to yourself first. Now we go up into the third eye. Now this is an area that is going to become more and more activated as this increasing light frequency bombards your planet. Do not be afraid of light. The only thing that is afraid of the light is the shadows. So if you have shadows in your mind, if you have paranoias, fears, hatreds, prejudices, they are not going to be able to make this journey with you. So we ask you to begin to relinquish those things, because they cannot go on this journey of ascension with you. The new earth will not tolerate those frequencies, and the frequencies that are coming towards you from the sun and the center of your galaxy are high frequency emissions, and that means that they are vibrating at a frequency that is lighter than you are used to functioning at. This society has promoted the shadows because that means that you are powerless. When you are out of accord with your powerful nature, you can be manipulated and controlled. The time for that is over, and this eclipse is the symbol for that transformation. So know that you are going to have more psychic experiences, because those are natural to the human race. The old church systems have beaten it out of you. They have scared you with tales of possession and exorcism. Understand that spirit and humanity can communicate very, very easily. It is the natural way of things, but you have been taught that it is dangerous. We want you to understand that your frequency will initiate the communication with spirits of a like frequency. This is the other reason that it's so important for you to let go of your fears, to let go of your prejudices, your hatreds, all of these things, your shame, your guilt. These are low frequency ideas that will attract to you like frequency experiences. And so as this increasing light comes to the planet, it is so important for you to understand that you must let go of these things through the practice of forgiveness. Forgiveness is not there to make you a good person. It is there to align you with love. It is there to align you with love, because if you aren't aligned with love, then this ascension process that has been designated by fate, we will say, it's not optional, it's happening. Whether you like it or understand it or want it, it is happening. So you must learn to forgive so that you can align with these new energies. Forgiveness is for you. Forgiveness is to raise your frequency up so that you may step into the new earth, which is higher in its alignment. If you want to go on with all of us, you must let go of the darkness within your own mind. You must stop looking at the darkness in the world and turn towards the light. Now we go up to the crown of the head. Focus on the crown of the head and envision a beautiful flower opening. Imagine at the top of your head a beautiful flower opening gently, those petals revealing themselves to the light. And now from this beautiful symbol, which is the eclipsing sun, Invite sacred divine wisdom and intelligence into your own body mind and say, yes, I want to wake up. I want to enjoy the fruits of this magnificent world in which I have chosen to become physically manifested. And I give you permission to enter into my body mind with light and love only. Only light and love is welcome here. Only peace, joy, communion, and love for my fellow brothers and sisters is welcome in this body mind. And I give you permission now to give that to me. I'm tired of living without it. I want to experience love fully and completely. And I am courageous enough to step into the light. The eclipse, the shadow, is no longer welcome in this body mind. I want the light, I want the love, I want the connection with the divine. And now you will see a great beam of light coming down from the sun and the stars and the universe into the top of your head. And you will see this light permeating every cell of your body. You will see this light doing a double helix spiral journey through your body, connecting with the DNA structure of your physical self. This DNA structure is getting activated now with all of the information that's coming from the universe. This darkened aspect of your own journey is waking up. The DNA structure in your body now. See this light permeating all of your organs, your brain, your eyes, your mouth, your throat, your shoulders. See this light swirling around your heart now. Envision the heart pumping very, very powerfully. Imagine it opening to things that it has judged against. Allow your heart to be that beautiful, powerful source of love that it is designed to be. These heart diseases that you have in your society are because this energy center is closed. Envision this white light opening the center now. Now we go down into the organs of the body. See this white light circulating and healing all of these organs down into the pelvis, enlivening and appreciating the sexual organs that you've been given. Clear away all the shame, clear away all the fear, clear away all of the artificial limits that have been imposed upon you, and infuse this part of your body with love. You should not be having sex with people that you do not love. Love is the key to elevated and divine sexuality, not the sex acts of the lower frequencies, but the sex acts of the divine mind infused with the light and love of the Creator. See this white light now going down your legs to your knees, those knees that work so hard to walk you around and move you through this journey that you are on. See that white light infusing those joints and those ligaments, those muscles of your calves down into your feet. And now see this light going through the bottom of your feet. See this light going now right from the sun and the stars and the universe down through the top of your head. See it going right through your body. And now see that light going down into the center of this beautiful planet that you call Gaia. She is in need of your assistance. She is in need of this love. See this love connecting you to the heavens and the earth. See this light and love flowing down now through your bottom of your feet and connecting to the very core of this planet. See this light and love infusing this planet with the energy of elevation and ascension. She is going on this journey, whether you understand it or not, whether you want to come or not. She is going, and you want to connect in to that frequency of Gaia. She is a beautiful teacher. She is generous and loving and kind to you all. She feeds you and she houses you and she gives you the raw materials that you use every day, and you don't thank her. Thank her now for supporting your life. You cannot do it without the light, and you cannot do it without the earth. You are between these two beautiful celestial beings who give you life and love, and you need to appreciate them. So see this light flowing now from the sun and the stars and the universe through your body down to the center of the earth, and allow this vision to carry on for a few minutes. We are going to be quiet now for a few minutes, and we are going to allow you to envision this light going through your body down to the center of the earth, and we will wait for a few minutes. Envision this, continue to see this. And now we want you to envision this planet, this most beautiful planet, and whatever your subject is, whatever that subject is that moves you, whether it's the cruelty that is inflicted upon animals in this society, whether it is the inequality inflicted upon certain members of society in this social complex, whether it is crooked government, whether it is environmental disaster, whatever your passion is, we want you now to envision that problem solved. Use your imagination now to look upon this planet and see whatever it is that you want healed. Envision a scene where you are witnessing the industrial animal meats, the animals that are used for meat production, being freed from their prisons. Envision children who are oppressed, freed. Envision clean oceans, clean air. Envision the poor being fed. Envision peace. Envision your enemies putting down their guns. Envision you embracing your enemies. Use a few minutes here to see in your mind's eye that which you wish to manifest on this earth plane. This is a powerful moment. Do not dismiss this as child's play. It is a powerful meditation. So please focus your minds on envisioning that clearly for a few minutes. You are the creators of this world. You chose to come here at this time so that you could help in the transformation of this planet into a place of peace and love. This is a place of separation. It means that you are separated temporarily from love, coming into form to experience individual creation. You are separated from God here. You are separated from love here by default. It is a place of separation. Your bodies seem to prove that you are separate, but you are connected to the divine through your heart and through the energy systems of your body. You are not alone. You only seem to be. As you practice forgiveness, as you use your creative powers to envision a future that you want for your brothers and sisters as equals all around the planet, you are bringing into being the world that was intended for you to experience. The deep suffering you feel on this planet is because you have been taken deep into the shadows, and now it is time to step into the light. Do your part to step into the light by using this meditation over and over again in your daily spiritual practice to envision that which you seek to have manifested on this earth plane. The teachings that come through this being are in alignment with love. They are designed to guide and direct you towards that beautiful future. The suffering that you go through on this planet is unnecessary. It is being born out of ignorance of the laws of creation, which means that you are the creators. You are the ones that either embody your powerfulness or step away and feel the victim. You are not victims of the world you see. You are the creators. And take this meditation with you into the future now. And as you gaze upon this eclipse, whether it is in real time or whether it is on movie screens or television screens, take this knowledge with you that today is the day that you cease empowering the darkness. Today is the day that you choose the light, and today is the day that you begin to join in with us on this beautiful journey of ascension towards manifesting the earth that you all want to experience. You all want love. You all want a full tummy. You all want a roof over your heads. Do not deny it to the other brothers and sisters on this planet, but begin to ask yourself, where can I assist others on their self-realization journey? Can I donate some money to a school? Can I help somebody educate themselves? Can I teach somebody something? Can I be kind to somebody? Can I create something that is inspiring? Can I follow my inner guidance towards that world that I wish to inhabit and that I wish to share with my brothers and sisters? We are that one that you know as Jesus. And when we say we mean that you are all our brothers and sisters. We are all together here in spirit, supporting you. We are encouraging you to support each other and to assist each other on this ascension journey. It is a collective experience, and the more you understand that, the easier it will be for you. And the collective journey will manifest more easily when you forgive the trespasses that have been committed against you, and as you forgive yourself for being judgmental, as you forgive yourself for making errors, as you forgive yourself for the things that you haven't known and you haven't known how to do, your light will shine brighter and brighter, and it will influence the world in no uncertain terms. We thank you for joining us here today. We thank you for dedicating your time to the enrichment and enlightenment of humanity in whatever way suits you. Don't doubt your way. Your way is guided. Your way is specifically designed for your heart, your karma, your future. Trust that you are being guided by your feelings to do certain things, and that will work in your favor, and you will get more and more and more in tune with the truth of who you are, your true nature. We will speak to you again soon.
Wow. That was nice.
It's getting dark here.
Yeah. I'm looking at the solar eclipse, and it's almost, in Vancouver, it's almost covering.
Oh, is it?
Kind of like a little bit
Okay.
starting to cover. It's really, really special. That was a really beautiful meditation.
Yeah. I broke up a little bit there.
Yeah. Yeah, when your alarm went on, I guess you jumped in, right? Or
Yeah, I can. The stream of consciousness that they have. If I can do certain body maintenance things, like if I need to cough or whatever, I can do that. I don't know how it works.
okay.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was one person commenting, "Oh, Jesus know how to turn off a cell phone."
Yeah. No, that was Tina. That wasn't you.
Tina. I thought so.
Okay, thank you everyone for joining us for this beautiful event. I'm really pleased that I was inspired or told to do this. Ken has a message regarding joining us more frequently on live streaming events, so I'll let him just speak that.
Yeah, just since it's a special event and we have many new people, we offer what we normally sometimes offer in these free events, which is a discounted version of a year with us in the live streaming, which means that you get, when you sign up for this premium subscription with Tina, you'll get exclusive live streamings, around 2 every month. We store the 10 last streamings recordings, so you can rewatch them at any time. And there's lots of transmissions from Jesus and Ananda on the specific videos. There's also a secret Facebook group that you become part of. You also get lots of discounts for new video releases, and at least 60% usually. And there's also lots of other VIP treatments, like if we host events and things like that, you will be the first one to know. So if anyone wants that, there's a coupon code called Bliss and Love that you can add. I will just type it in the chat window if anyone is interested. There's challengejesus.com premium subscription, so you can just go to challengejesus.com, and then you can go to and click on the premium subscription and sign up there. And there should be a coupon code, and if you just add Bliss and Love with capital letters, no spaces or anything, then you can get a really good discount.
So that's normally $333 for a year, and this discount will give it to you for $222.
Yes.
So it's a third, 33 and a third % off.
33.3333 off. Yeah.
Anyway, we're just offering that. We like to do that just to encourage you. I just would like to say we've got quite a few people channeling in the group that are joining us on a regular basis. So if you are interested in exploring channeling, this seems to be a frequency that's helping people do that. So that's something to think about if you're considering subscribing. I'm going to go and enjoy the eclipse now. So thank you everyone for joining me. This video will be up on YouTube. So if you want to watch it again, you can do it there. And if you do, please share it. If you've enjoyed it, please share this meditation with people, and we'll get as many people envisioning a new world as we can. Thank you so much for joining us. And yeah, I'll see you again soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.